Okay, all right, there you go. So I will start with the basic pyramid shape. Okay, so kind of this. You can make a really sharp tip, or you can make like a tip. I think the tip, this is from real photo. So the original is supposed to have a really sharp tip for the pyramid. Okay, it's up to you. You want to create sharp tip or you want to kind of cut out a little bit, it's fine. Okay. Mm. Okay. 好，他们 my son-in-law, my daughter, my granddaughter is coming back. Okay, let me change this. You hardly can see it. Okay, Sui, Sui, if you find something you cannot see, you have to let me know. Okay, because sometimes I kind of cannot see myself. So if you find something, say, "Hey, 徐老师, I cannot see." Just tell me, okay? All right. Okay, so you can see this is pretty much parallel to each other. This one have to connect to this line. Okay, so today is 中秋节. Do you guys do anything? No?
No.
Oh, do you guys celebrate 中秋节 at all?
What?
Do you celebrate Chinese those festival? 中秋节, do you celebrate at all? No? Yeah,
Kind of.
kind of like what? Eat mooncake?
Yeah.
Okay. But do you go to watch moon tonight?
No.
No. Are you in your fall break or you don't have fall break?
We don't have fall break.
Oh, okay, all right. So some of my in-class studio student is in fall break now. Okay. Okay, so my line's really light, so you can adjust. Okay. So today, besides we draw the basic shape of the form, but we also will to create a shadow too. Okay. Okay, we draw through the whole thing. Pyramid shape. Okay. After that, we're going to create. See. What happening? Oh, okay, so you're doing okay? Let me check on your last shape. Let me check how you do
Okay.
shape. Okay, not bad. Watch out on your left hand side. This cube shape. Okay. Not too wide. Okay, not too wide. So this one angle probably like this. A bit less. Yeah, this one I have to push it back a little bit. Too far away. Push back halfway. So start here. Okay, that's better. No, we work on the shadow. So this part you can see the shadow cast here. Then little bit of shadow cast on this cube shape here. Okay. This line hardly can see, but I want to keep a little bit lighter line. It's slightly the value different. Okay, when we shade, this one brighter than this part, a little bit. So here will be get a little bit kind of little bit shade. Okay, so pretty much I get all the shape I want. Okay, including the shadows. Okay, let me see yours. Okay, good, good. Watch out this part here. Okay, I do create a sharp tip of the pyramid, but the photo show no. Okay, so I do connect to that. Okay, that's good. Now we can work on the shadow. Next is you're going to create a table. The table line here and cross here. Here has more space from the table to the top here. But this side, because angle, so this side is less. Okay, the table here, the table line. Okay, so you can see this line here. Yeah, the table, this one, this line. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. This side, you see, this side has less space here. This side has more space. Yeah. Okay, then we can start working on the shadows. Okay, let me swap back to mine. Okay, so that's mine, and let me see, put it straight like this. So, okay, so I start from the very top here. Okay. Thinks Angel coming. Maybe. It's you or Angel? Not you? Okay, I think Angel's trying to come up. Okay, now we'll just start with this part, read dot. I took cross hatching to do here. So here probably I'll say close to 8 to 9 for volume chart. Okay, read dot. Then also this one casts on this surface here has a little shadow here too. Okay, just tiny bit. Here's read dot. Hello, and
Hello.
Okay, do you have this picture?
No.
No, you want me to send you? Let me see.
Yes, please.
Send to and send. Okay, you get it?
It's loading.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good. So we are doing the basic shape first. Okay, we draw through. I already erased it because we was doing the whole thing. So when we do that, watch out. This shape here, like a cube shape, is kind of slightly this way, tilt. Okay. And same thing, this pyramid here is not flat like this. It's have an angle. Okay. So they combine. However, you watch how they are combined with kind of weird way. So they are not totally this corner touch this corner. So they have some little tiny space between these edges to the edge here. Okay. So we just work on the basic shape. Draw out the whole pyramid first, right? Make sure about the same, the angle and the size and shape. After that, you create a cube shape over the top. This one a bit tilt this way, not flat. Not flat like this. The tilt tiny bit like this. So you can see the table behind here has more space, then to the left is less space. Okay. All right. So Sui, you done this one, right? You do the shading here. Here. Yeah. 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 I'll be working on from this part going down, right? So this one here, I can give you some the pencil line. Okay. Now next one I'm going to do is I think the brightest spot is like over this corner here. So when I do the shade, this corner will be brighter, and this corner will be brighter too. Okay. So I'm going to do is I'm going to shade this one first, tiny bit. It's still kind of bright to catch a light. This one probably one. Okay, the volume will be probably one. Barely has shadows here. Then I try to give it this line because these are too dark. So it'll be bright. Okay. So here on this surface here, supposedly is as bright as this one. But however, I think the light hitting this way, more like sideways. So here brighter than here a little bit. Okay. So I'll do tiny bit shadowing. Okay, here. Okay, on this corner brighter than this corner. So you can see, even though they all really bright, but this side, the left side corner here, brighter than here. So kind of showing gradually dark here. But overall, here probably will be like a 1. Here probably like a 1.5 side different. Okay. Okay, so try to give it all the line possible. Okay, the next step, like I say, I work on from top to bottom. Wow.
That's right.
Questions? Do you have questions? No?
No.
Okay, all right. Angel, how come I didn't see you draw? Angel, are you doing homework? Yeah. Can you do this shape now? The 3D shape? Yeah. Okay, so Angel, you already done. Let me see. I barely get it there. Okay. So Sui, okay, Sui, do you see what I did on this side? I create a little bit of shade. Okay, little bit, not too much. I don't know you can see it. Okay, just a little bit. Then I gave you this line because he is much brighter than this side. So I do really light line. You can see I do the diagonal line so like this. Here's lighter than here, the corner. Okay. So how's the weather in Texas today? Sui, weather is good. Can you see the
Yeah, I guess.
clear sky?
In the afternoons, it's
No,
hot.
it's
In the
hot.
mornings, it's cool.
Okay. I will finish here on time so you guys can go to see the moon at least. Do you have backyard?
Yeah.
Ah, you can go to backyard to see the big moon. Okay, so yeah, I do the shade here a little bit. You can see this part, the top tip on the left-hand side, this side of the pyramid is the brighter spot. Okay. So after I done that, I'm going to do the cube bottom of this side. Okay, this one I say 4 to 5 to the volume. Okay. And on this side, it's brighter than this side because this side has a light bouncing back to surface from here to there. But on the right hand side, this part, it's a little bit darker than this side. Okay, because this side bouncing back the lights not much dimmer than on the left hand side. Okay. Here probably was say 5 to 6 between that. Okay. Do you work on this part? You can use just the diagonal line to create that. Okay, when we do this thing, we help us to later when we draw the thing, more like a sense about the shading and the lighting. Okay. So when we work on the shading, we create, the 3D effect. Okay. On the right hand side here, it's a bit darker than the left hand side here. This side, darker than this side. Can you tell, Sui? Can you tell the difference darkness?
Yeah.
The reference. Okay. Okay. Somebody else here. Let me see who's here. Jake. Oh, Jake here. Hello, Jake.
Hello.
You're so quiet. Don't even know you're here.
Yeah.
How's your summer?
It was good.
Okay. All right. Question for you. Do you get a picture from Coco?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, good. So first thing we draw is whole thing, the shape. Then we combine the top like the cube type cubic for the shape on the top. But we have to watch out because this has an angle and the tilt a little bit to the left. Okay, so you can see the table here, the spacing is less than on the right hand side. So you work on that. So try to make this side even, but mine look like here is a little shorter than the left hand side. Okay, So you might need to adjust it. Okay, so after you've done that, then we start work on shading. Okay, I start from the top all the way down. Okay. So enter you done. Let me see. Enter. Okay, enter. Once you're done, you start same thing to work on shading. Okay. For me, let me check your shape correct or not. Let me check your. Okay. Okay, so enter. I think this part you need to fix it on this part, like a diamond shape. This part here, you're too far down here. You have to make sure go up. See the shape like this. Okay, like that, really long. Okay. Okay, then after you've done that, you erase the lines suppose not seeing it. So like for example here, and also inside the line, inside this line, erase that. Okay, and erase those lines, the one you don't want. Okay, right. Then after you've done that, you start working from top, shading, going down. Okay, so here is extremely dark, right here. If you want, you probably can use like a 6B or AB pencil to make as dark as possible here. Because get much less light from here. Okay, all right. I go back to myself. Okay, if you want, you can dark the background as well. So the whole thing will show better, more contrast. Okay, so but not too dark though. Slightly darker. These two, this side and this side, almost just one level differences. Not too dark for the background. You don't have to solid. It's basically just around this 3D forms. Okay. See how I hold pencil. I'm not like a writing pencil. I'm holding like this loose way. See how I do a pencil? I hold my pencil like really loose. Okay. So when you to the edge here, you can do this from the line, you go out like this. Okay, when you fix it. Well, what happened to enter disappear? Anything? Anything? Okay, so far like this. Okay, I make a background shading a little bit, but you can contrast with the underneath this side of the cube. This one's a little bit darker than the background. Okay, so far I haven't used any paper stamp. Okay. I haven't used that. I just basically use pencil to draw the whole thing. Okay. And after that, I'm going to keep going to do the left hand side, the shadow cast on this surface over here, this side. Okay. This side will be darker. Okay. This side will be darker than this part, but will be much lighter than this part. Okay, here the edges for this shadow cast from this corner will be much softer than the shadow cast here. Okay, so you feel free to use paper stamp over here. You just kind of blending the edges a little bit. Okay, today's when we do this one has a lot of shading going on. Okay. Only the object, I think, made of plaster. So has much brighter than the background. Okay. Or even table has like a, I say probably 2 to 2.5 the value. Okay, on surface. Okay, when we do the 3D forms, we have to make sure we're able to do at least 5 to 7 between that different value. Okay, so if you have a chance at home on your own time, feel free to do like a 10 different degree of value chart by freehand. Okay, freehand. Try not to use any like a assistant tool like a paper stamp or even your fingers or tissue paper, paper towel to rub it. Try to use freehand to try to show how much pressure make how dark it is. Okay, from white to reach solid dark. They make a 10 different, blank. Then you try to use hand to fill out each blank with different pressure to cause the different value. Okay. Right, so keep going to the right hand side of the table. Okay, so we doing this one kind of practice a lot with the different pressure on the fingertip. So how much put on will show different kind of value. The lighter we put on, the lighter value will be. The harder we put on the fingers, then will get darker. Okay. So far, I did use AB touch up here. The rest part, I just use the number 2 pencil, which is HB. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do on the right hand side of the pyramid, the bottom part section here. Then you can see on this corner is darker. Then same thing over here, this their color is dark too. But middle a little bit lighter. Okay. Okay, today's we draw the 3D shape. Pretty much is to work on the angle, size, position, and mostly is how much pressure to create different kind of volume. Okay, that pretty much emphasize for that. Okay. Then you kind of train yourself to see which part is darker and which part is lighter. And also see when we shading, is this edge is a sharp edge, like here's sharp edges. See here's soft edges. Okay. Then here, the shadow case on the table also is kind of soft edges. Okay. We're almost done. Okay, so this shape looks like it's not hard, but able to make it so nice and smooth. That require a little time, won't be too hard, but you need a tool though. Okay, you need something like a fine eraser for this one. I know most of you already have. Okay, without that, how you get nice sharp the edges? You can use a piece of paper. Okay, you can fold a piece of paper. You can do this. Okay, you can do that, or like this, cover up, right? This, then use the regular eraser. If you don't have a small eraser, then you can use this one eraser like this. You can erase. You get really sharp edges. Okay, you don't necessarily have to use that, but that's just convenient. So if you want to get sharp edges, you can just do this. You can get really sharp edges. Okay, so yeah, you can use all kind of thing to help you to do that. Okay, so that's pretty much like this. And if you want, you can make it much smoother, use paper stump. Okay, then I will, if you can, use some of the 6B or 4B pencil to make some parts much darker. Okay, you even can use a Xiaomi to smooth out surface, make it nice and smooth. Okay, so. That. That one, I go over. Okay, really important thing is to know where is the sharp edges, where is soft edges, like here and there. Okay. Then pretty much this one's just like that. Work on the facial shape and work on the volume. That's all. Okay, smooth out some part like this. So that's the for today's. Okay. So we'll continue to work on 3D shape. If you have something like that, you think, oh, that's pretty cool, feel free to send me the image 3D form. So I can work on yours instead I found it. Okay, Sui, if you want to, you can send me something 3D form. You say, oh, that'd be unique. I like to try that. And send me that. Same thing, Jake, too. Or Angela, if you like to. Okay, that'll be for tonight. And smooth out a little bit. I know most of you halfway down. Okay, so you finish most of them. And then I can make smoother. So next week, I want to see how you finish it. Okay, don't just leave there. A special answer halfway. Okay, finish it and show me how you do, so I can see how you make this thing work or not. Okay, Jake, you too. Even though I cannot see your camera, but you can send me the image. Okay, all right. You guys, good night. Have a nice 中秋节. Okay, good night. Bye, Sui. Bye, Angel. Bye, Jake. Bye, Sui. Bye, Angel.